Hey puzzle friends, how's it going? Welcome back, or if you're new, I'm GB and welcome to my channel. Today I'm excited to be competing in Battle of the YouTube Puzzlers Part 2. So if you haven't already seen Part 1, I will link to a playlist of everyone's videos in the cards above. I'll be representing Australia in this event and I'll be competing against 5 other YouTube puzzlers. 4 of them you probably already know from Part 1, but we also have a very special guest joining us. So our 5 competitors are Vicky from Vicky Makes and Builds representing the UK, Judy from Addicted to Puzzles representing USA, Donna Louise from For the Love of Puzzles representing New Zealand, Jeanette from Jeanette and Her Puzzles representing Slovenia, and our special guest is Russell from Puzzling in Two Worlds representing Canada. So one thing I do want to ask you is to please not post any spoilers or anyone's time in the comments below, just so we don't spoil it for anyone who wants to watch the videos later on. So the puzzle that we've chosen to speed puzzle for this event is this Galison Flora Heart 750 piece shaped puzzle. So since last time we did a 500 piece puzzle, we figured why not spice things up a bit by increasing the piece count and choosing an interesting shaped puzzle. So like the name suggests, it's a lovely heart shaped puzzle and it's just filled with all these beautiful, colorful and bright flowers. Yeah, it looks like it could be a lot of fun. I'm not sure how it's going to go speed puzzling this though. I think even though it's very bright, a lot of the flowers might be a bit tricky to put together. So it'll definitely be interesting to see how we all tackle it and how we all go with our time and who ends up being the fastest. Also, why not join in on the fun and grab yourself a copy of this puzzle and have a go at speed puzzling it yourself. We've created a Google form which you can find in the description box below where you can enter your final time. And because this is a bit of a larger piece count, we've allowed space in the form where you can put in how many breaks you took. So if you pause your timer for more than 5 minutes, you can just add that as a break to the form when you go to fill it out. And you have until the 30th of June to put your time in the form, and we'll be letting everyone know the results early July. Also, if you take any videos or photos and post them to social media, make sure you tag us. And once you're done watching this video, be sure to check out everyone else's, which I'll link in the description box below. And now I think it's time to do this spicy puzzle. So, wish me luck. So I finished the puzzle and my final time was 4 hours, 38 minutes and 31 seconds. And I managed to complete the puzzle without taking any breaks. So this puzzle was definitely a lot more tricky and challenging than I anticipated. So some of the things that I thought made this puzzle more difficult for me was, even though the flowers look very distinct when they're all put together, when you have your colors all laid out in front of you, the pieces look quite abstract and it can be quite tricky trying to figure out what purple belongs to which purple flower or what red bit goes where. There's a lot of, different shadows and shades and highlights going on in every single flower in different patterns. And yeah, it's quite tricky trying to figure out what goes where. And then you've got very quirky piece shapes as well. So you sort of have to try and imagine in your head what the piece might look like that goes into the gap in front of you. So yeah, that's a bit of a challenge as well. And then the other thing, which I thought was a bit of a bummer actually, was that the pieces themselves are very glossy. So even now I've got lots of sheen and glare going on from my lighting. So yeah, that made things a little bit more tricky trying to see the true color of the pieces. So my approach to putting this puzzle together was to just start by putting pieces into different piles of color, so all the reds together, peaches, yellows, purples, etc. And also just try and flip over every piece, including the ones that were sort of remaining in the box, the miscellaneous pieces. And then I just picked the least intimidating pile of pieces and just tried to make as many flowers as I could from that. And then if I got stuck, I just moved on to a different pile of pieces and so forth. And yeah, just kind of did that and went back and forth a bit. So when I started the puzzle, I feel like I was going at a pretty good speed and had a good pace. But after a while, I definitely feel like I lost momentum and I was physically getting very tired and exhausted. I had sore shoulders and a sore back, and even just the sheer number of pieces in front of me and all the quirky little shapes started feeling quite overwhelming at certain points. So yeah, I think it's safe to say I'm not a marathon speed puzzler, but I gave it a good go and I'm definitely pleased that I got it done. So I'm super excited to see everyone else's videos. This is a pretty challenging puzzle, so I'm really curious to see how everyone went and what everyone's strategy was when doing this puzzle. And of course, I'm excited to find out who was the fastest. So once again, please don't put any spoilers in the comments below, and be sure to check out everyone's videos to see how they went. And up next is Vicky from Vicky Makes and Builds. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you show that like button some love, and for more videos like this and for even more puzzle content, then don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. By subscribing, not only will you be the first to know when a new video is released, but you're also helping this channel grow. And you can find me over on Instagram at jigsaw_juby, where you'll find even more puzzle content. Thanks so much and see you next time. Bye!